Our next topic is how the participants of the society saw the civil disobedience movement and how they participated in it, or why did they join the movement, what were their ideals, what did Swaraj mean to them, etc., etc. And the first group in the countryside is the rich peasant communities. That means how the rich peasant communities participated the movement, how they visualized the civil disobedience movement. The rich peasant community, like the Patidas of Gujarat and Jats of Uttar Pradesh, were very active in the so-called civil disobedience movement because they were being the producers of commercial crops, and they were very hard hit by the economic depression and falling prices. That is, the rich peasant communities of Gujarat, like Patidas of Gujarat and Jats of Uttar Pradesh, actively participated in the civil disobedience movement because of the great economic depression, or the great economic depression badly affected their economy. So they saw their opportunity in the civil disobedience movement to regain their lost economic status, and because of the great economic depression, they were not in a position to pay the taxes to the government, to pay the government revenue to the government. So in many places they refused to pay the land revenue or the crops revenue to the government. So the rich peasants community of Gujarat as well as Uttar Pradesh were very enthusiastic supporters of civil disobedience movement, and they started organizing their communities, and they also tried their level best to get the participation of reluctant members to participate in the boycott program, that is non-cooperation movement, and they actively followed the slogans of Mahatma Gandhi. According to them, the concept of Swaraj means the struggle against high revenues. That means the rich peasant communities of Gujarat participated in the civil disobedience movement only to revert, or only to force the government to revert the increased taxes and to provide some relief to the rich peasant community of Gujarat as well as Uttar Pradesh. But when Mahatma Gandhi called off the movement in 1931, they were greatly disappointed because their demand of reverting the increased land revenue was not at all accomplished. So this was the main reason for their disappointment. And when Mahatma Gandhi restarted the movement in 1932, many peasant communities of Gujarat as well as Uttar Pradesh were refused to participate, because when they actively followed the civil disobedience movement which was launched by Mahatma Gandhi in 1932, they actively participated the movement with a view to revert the increased land revenues and force the government to revert the land revenue policies. But when Mahatma Gandhi called off the movement in 1932 without attaining the target, they were greatly disappointed. That is why they were not ready to participate the so-called movement in 1932, which was launched by Mahatma Gandhi again.